Well, please join me in welcoming our newest Habitat families, Mercedes Ledesma and her two daughters, Ruth and Anai.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Ever since I can remember, the plans of my parents were to own a house. My father thought that buying a used house and repairing it over time was a good idea. At that time in our lives, the thought of owning a new house did not cross our minds. My father was always looking for good offers. He was wise, young, and healthy. His passions were God, family, and soccer. At the age of 45, on a Sunday afternoon, he had a stroke during church and was taken to the hospital. He was hospitalized for 3 weeks, and during that time he suffered 5 strokes and 3 heart attacks. As you can imagine, it was devastating to look at my father just laying there. He couldn't say anything and he couldn't move at all. Those 3 weeks at the hospital were a nightmare, and all we could do was pray. When he passed away, our future, dreams, and goals as family all came crashing down. My mom thought about making a life in Mexico, then realized it wasn't easy and it would be much better over here, even if we didn't have any of her family members close. After 3 months of living in Mexico with my grandmother, she decided to come back so that my sister and I could get a better education and a better future. We moved back here to the same trailer home we were renting when my dad was with us. We had lived in that trailer home for about 5 years. Now our goals and plans for our family without our dad were so much different. The hope of finding a used house vanished. The only thing we can do was work to live. Then my mother heard of the program Habitat for Humanity. She was very interested and learned as much as she could about the program. After thinking about it for a few days, she finally decided to fill out the application. The only thing to do was wait and see if we were approved. A few weeks later, we had a surprise visitor when we arrived home. It was Zelda and Emily. They were so thrilled I could see it in their faces. So I welcomed them inside, and there, along with my sister and mother, they gave us the good news. We were approved. We were so excited when they told us. Zelda explained the process, the hours, the meetings, what the payments would be, the insurance, and all that good stuff. As soon as we could, we began working our sweat equity hours. Finally, after 500 hours of hard working and attending all the meetings, our house was finished. It was our new home as soon as we signed the contract, and we were so anxious. My mom enjoyed the learning at the workshops. She was ready to put them to work. My mom loves the neighborhood, the peace, the quiet, and tranquility. On behalf of my entire family, we would like to thank first our Lord God for blessing us with this opportunity, to our friends and family who donated hard-working sweat equity hours, and to Habitat for Humanity for helping us make this dream come true. Thank you all for coming this morning and showing your support for this a wonderful organization that changed our lives. I would now like to introduce you to a future Habitat homeowner, Gwen Blakey, I'm sorry. I've been practicing that all afternoon yesterday. Didn't get it right.